excited. Then you've got Belgium as well coming in with a really strong lineup. So I think we're going to be seeing some great CS played out today. And, well, I mean, right now, pissed around, probably one of the, you know, a very critical round of the game. It's looking like Belgium, they're heading in towards the B site. Doja's going to be there to get one. He's doing good damage. He's going to be able to find one. And isn't going to get traded into just yet. But Existence and Scream, they're going to work over out on plat. They managed to take down 2 members of the Russian team. Now it's all going to fall on a world edit in Hoocher. And, well, with David and Scream left hold this off on the pistol round, not sure that these are the players you'd want to be up against. And, well, no problem for Scream, the one-tap king, as he picks up 3 in that first round. And, I mean, you know, the first round already on the board for Belgium. So, I mean, you know, a very strong start from them early on. You know, winning that final 2 versus 1. I mean, you know, when you're up against Scream on the pistol round like that, and basically in that 1 versus 1 kind of aim duel, it's not where I think anyone wants to be.
I believe you're right. It's classic Scream right there, picking up a couple of real quick headshots. Now you can see they're just going to barrel on through drop, but it's going to be Doja to open things up with that Seized at 75. Hooch and Seized all getting on the board right now. Pushing up the one that smoke is going to be Seized on that back platform. He gets an MP7 for his troubles. He's got David P right on the other side of that smoke, and Yu has actually made his way out from drop side. So he's actually out in the site right now. He's going to get spotted out, take it down. So now it's all down to David P. So quite the turnaround from the pistol round as Russia looking to steal this one away and get themselves on the board. And it's going to be David P to do a lot of work into this round, see if he can make anything happen. But a big opening to this one. Trying to get that spam down, but sees tucking himself away. Good turnaround there from David. Going to find a world edit on the lurk and potentially try to make something happen. He does have the bomb in hand. Puts out the decoy. It's Hooch and Seized versus David P. He's going to have to get the 4K to clutch it out. He's got 1 player right around the corner at the drop window. 1 player playing in that B bomb site. The smoke comes out, but he's going to work his way back around towards long B. And that smoke might just avert their eyes long enough that he can get himself out by Broken Wall and potentially do a little bit of damage. He's forced the rotation from Hooch over towards A, so he can isolate Seized over here at this B bomb site.
Yep, no, I mean, so far the plays have been spot on. He's going to get out in 20 seconds left, so he's still got a good bit of time left to play, but they do hear him drop down, so the rotate's already coming in, and while it's going to be a 1 versus 2, Bomb's going to be going down. David does manage to you know, get that at least, but Seeds is going to peek around with the MP7, and he's been so deadly with it, he's going to be able to take him down, no questions asked. And that means that Russia, they're going to actually be able to steal that the anti-eco round off of Belgium there. So, you know, that's very, very critical. Of course, that should allow Russia to actually go into this, you know, the 3-1. Well, actually, they did get the plant down, didn't they? So, you know, like a 2-1, unless they opt to force buy into this, which is looking like actually they're going to be trying to steal it back. So, I mean, potential for this to go very back and forth. I mean, if Belgium managed to pick this up, it's going to go 2-1, and then it wouldn't surprise me if we see Russia going for, you know, like another force buy just until a team can win 2 in a row. I mean, their money isn't that great, but you know, they could easily force into the next. And, well, Belgium, they have got a lot of Tech 9s over towards them, so they've got a lot of momentum capability here to get out onto the sites quickly. You've got the AK on Scream as well. Couldn't think of a better candidate, of course, for the Belgium side to be holding on to that weapon. And, well, currently you've got 3 members of the Belgium team over towards that A site, just slightly edging their way in, and Existence and David over towards B, just trying to play the lurk role, trying to stop those players from the B site, rotating off, going over towards A, you know, just keeping and maintaining that pressure while the rest of their teammates are slowly making their way over towards that A site, slowly but surely. And, well, let's see who's going to win this aim duel down towards mid. Hooch is going to be there with the M4 in hand, and, well, currently not too much is happening just yet, actually.
Yeah, nice and slow strategy here from Belgium. They don't want to give anything away. They peek around the corner. The auto shotgun of World Edit, it's going to light up 1, but not going to be able to finish him off. 97 points of health taken away from Yu, but it is going to be opened up. He is going to be able to find that Tech 9 kill, and they're going to salvage that auto shotgun onto one of the players. But the big thing, too, is this is a big investment from the CT side. You can see they picked up M4. They've got the AK that they salvaged last round. Seized is on an AWP after getting those 3 kills, 2 of them with the MP7 in the last round, so that was a lot of money that he was able to farm up. Coming out through window, though, it's going to be David P. The fast strategy. Doja and Seized both go down, so it's all on Flamey and Hooch. They've only got 1 player in the back lines here at this A bomb site, and that's Hooch, and he goes down, so this is another round trade, and Belgium's going to come out on top of this one. Flamey's going to have to save this, because they're going to have no money going into the next round. He's treading on very thin ice right here. He's going to be able to find one, but Twano takes him down. And that is going to be Belgium striking back immediately after losing that force buy to Russia. So really solid stuff there from Belgium. They play the slow picks, and they're able to just one by one pick off the Russian side.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you know, normally we see kind of slow strategies taking, it was a bit weird. I mean, it was a very, very passive strategy where they decided to hung back and, you know, wait for any sort of mistakes coming out from Russia. Russia didn't make them, and then the second it came to actually executing out into A, it was very, very swift. So they just wait late on into the round and then kind of go for it, a passive play, something that we might expect to see, you know, coming out from a team like Na'Vi. You know, playing it really slow down to the wire and then kind of, you know, capitalizing on any picks you managed to get executing out into the site, and that's exactly what they did just then, and it managed to secure them that second round back. So they do recover from losing the anti-eco, and as a result, that scoreline's going to go 1-2, and we are going to be seeing Russia here. They are on a force buy. You've got the UMP up on Hooch with a little bit of armor as well. Deagle on Flamey, so potential for something to go down there is, I would say, he's a very talented Deagle player. Existence going to be peek and drop, does get taken down as Doja comes in with 2 kills there with the CZ, and that's going to start things off the right way for Russia. That's going to deny all of that presence over towards the B site. Bombs over there, and, well, he's got to double back and go pick that up as the rest of the Belgian team. Now they have a lot of work to do to equalize this out. So we're going to fall on a UU, Scream, and Twano in this 3 versus 5. You've got the AWP up as well, so potential for something to go down there. Scream's going to be peeking into the stairwell area onto Wild Edit. He's going to be able to find him with a crisp headshot there, keeping that headshot percentage up as per. And, well, now it's going to go into a 4-on-3 here. Russia, all they've got to do is trade into this, and they should be able to come out on top. But look at this flank coming in from Seized. Yeah. He's coming in from behind. And I'm not even sure they're ready for this. I don't think they expect this to be happening whatsoever as the 3 Belgian players hanging over towards that long area. Scream's going to open up with another headshot onto Flamey. And now it's going to go 3-on-3. Doja's still over here with that CZ in hand. He's going to do loads of damage. Does take down UU. Twano comes in with 1 with the tech, but it's not going to be enough as Seized comes in from long. Manages to pick up that frag, and a nice trade there to secure the second round on the board for Russia. So it's going to go 2-2.
That round is won by Doja. Holding in drop room, getting those 2 opening picks. Not only that, but they also brought Hooch around towards the drop room and boosted him up, and they dropped down both of the AKs that were taken from that. So Flamey ended up with 1, Seized ended up with 1. You can see they still maintain the 2 AKs into this round, and it's going to be another force buy from Belgium. So this is just a brawl, and again, Seized getting such a forward position in that last round allows him to go for that big flank, and also allows his teammates the information to just work right around and try to find that stack onto that A bomb site. You can see there was all 7 players in that A bomb site at the same time at the end of the round, which is completely ridiculous. Look at how much damage these nades have done in the beginning of this round too.
Yeah, no, Flaming being on 3 HP is not good.
No, not at the beginning of the round. Actually, it was Existence who took a little bit of an aim duel there at the long platform and caught Flaming out a little bit. So nice job from him. It's actually nice to see Existence and Scream playing together on the same team too. Just wanted to point that out. The old boys back together. Seized goes down though. Existence through the smoke, gonna find the shot. And that is gonna be an opening now for the Belgian side, trying to work this B bomb site. You can see the bomb is dropped outside of the B halls right now, but they are slowly but surely inching their way forward. They've got 1 more to beat here at the platform. That's gonna be Doja, who manages to find 1, but he gets traded. Things looking pretty good here for the Belgian side as Hooch takes an aim duel. He's gonna take him down. Gets an AUG for his troubles.
That's something you never have to say. But yeah, no, I mean, Yu's got this organ hand. He's coming in for a nice flank here. He does manage to find 1 with it.
Be nuts. That gun
yeah, no, it can actually be fairly good. The SG especially as well on the T side. But it's all going to fall on a Flamey, and while 3 HP ever since the beginning of the round, not really the ideal situation for Russia here in Belgium. They managed to get their 3rd on the board now, so it's just been back and forth, and now we're in this 3-2 situation where Russia, their economy is looking fairly weak, but they're going to force into it anyway. They're waiting to lose that critical 2 in a row. And, well, let's see if they can hold on to this. They are going to need Doja to turn up again over towards the drop area or something if they want to win this round and walk away with it. But regardless, I mean, if one team here could do it on the pistols, I feel like Russia are probably a safe bet to go for. You got Flamey coming in with the Deagle once again. Doja with that trusty CZ that we've seen him, you know, ruined so many enemies with in the past, but rather upsettingly well that it's going to be the first that they fight here. I think he's got the taser in hand, so he should pick up a free frag. Hooch is going to get peeked and taken down. Now it's all going to be on the Wild Edit here to try and get this trade in. The best he can really do is get 1. If he manages to get any more, my god, Belgium need to retire. because he's playing this angle only with that Zeus, no upgraded pistol.
Oh my God.
It's very, very clear what he's trying to do.
They're 9 times out of 10 they're going to jump peek this. He does have another player at long. They're going to crouch around. Oh, that's so unlucky. That sucks a little bit. Flamey and Doja though. Flamey, hello, gonna find 2. All right, they clean up the long push. They got one more down at the bottom side of mid. He's gonna spot him. It's gonna be David going blow for blow with him, but he finally does go down. Seized on the rotation. He's got a CZ. Doja's picked up 1 kill. He's tucked away in the corner here. They probably assume that he fell back towards the site, but existence. He's gonna check this. That's smart. Does get a shot in. Put it all down to seized, and finally Russia lose 2 rounds in a row. So finally we see a team manage to string a couple rounds together. Again, it's expensive for the T side, but they've got money in hand, and we should see Russia save once, maybe. Okay, yes. So finally we will see a save come out from one of the 2 teams, because this has just been a brawl back and forth so far. Really nice stuff from both teams. I mean, a lot of kills going both ways. But Belgium finally able to capitalize and get 2 rounds together on their T side.
Yeah, and getting those 2 rounds in a row, Russia, they don't want to risk, you know, force buying again. Their economy will just be in the gutter. And at this point, it's up Belgium. They've got a fairly healthy bit of money in the bank, so they're potentially all good, providing they manage to, you know, get a bomb plant or something. But yeah, no, Russia, they've got a few upgraded pistols here and there. Well, let it back on the taser in hand, so potential for him to pick up 1 frag with that would be interesting to see. He's been playing over towards the kind of stables area, over towards the A site. And, well, at this point, Belgium, they're not taking any charges. David, he's here waiting for this push in from behind. He's able to do good damage as he finds 1 under Doja. He's going to be trying to find the second on a Hooch as well. Meanwhile, the rest of his team over towards that A site, taking things nice and slow. They've lost that player down towards B as David picks up the second as well. So that B site now is looking very, very juicy and appetizing. Tuano's coming in as he picks 1 up on a seized. It's going to go into a 2 versus 5 here. And while the remaining Russian players all down a pistol, Tuano might get taken down here with the Zeus, but it just wasn't meant to be as he picks up at a triple to lock in that 5th round for the Belgium side. So, you know, there's going to be 3 rounds between these 2 teams now. And finally, we're going to see Russia buying up once again. The, you know, the might of Russia return to its full strength once more, as they do manage to get rifles behind this. You've also got the AWP on World Edit, and of course he is a devastatingly effective AWPer, so I'll be curious to see how that plays into this round as he's going to be taking it over towards long. And you know, that might pay off for him as he does kind of edge his way out. He's not going to be going too aggressive though, watching this close angle, and potentially there could be a player there to challenge him in the form of David, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on over towards the long area.
Yeah, and I got to say, of all of the players that have turned up for the Belgian side, you know, you see players like Scream, you see players like Existence, Tuano, who plays for LDLC as well, you know, but it's David who's been stepping up for him so far. He's 8-2, which is really nice to see, and Doja surprisingly leading the way for the Russian side. When you've got names like World Edit, Flamey, and Seized on the board, you would expect one of those players to kind of take up that cup, but World Edit hasn't had the AWP. He's playing basically solo on this A bomb site. He does have a teammate with him, but this time around, it's going to be Doja and Flamey to combine for 1 over there on the drop zone. That is going to be Existence down. The fast push comes out. The flashbang is on point. Doja fully flashing them out. They're going to try to push on Broken Wall. That's going to be Seized territory. Finds the 1, looking for the second. Not going to get it. UU's going to be able to trade that back. It is a 3-on-4 now. They do have backplat control on the B bomb site, but they don't have site control yet, and there are 4 CTs that are relatively aggressive over here. Doja's going to be able to find 1. Traded out by Tuano, and another frag comes out, but it is Hooch to answer back, and it's all down to UU. Trying to come on out towards this Broken Wall side. He's going to be able to spot out Hooch. Not able to land the shot just yet. World Edit out there around the corner, but Hooch is going to be able to swing out wide on the backside of Statue, and Russia will get another round on the board. So a 5-3 score line. Hooch able to find 2 there to close that one out. World Edit still a little bit struggling on this TT side. He is only 1-1-7 right now, but again, most of these gun rounds have been favoring Belgium over towards the B-bomb site, with the exception of those anti-ecos that have gone towards A.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, it hasn't really been in a place to get many frags together. Most of the rounds we've seen him kind of on the taser over towards A solo. And now that he's finally got that open hand, he hasn't really seen much action over towards that A site. And well, it looks to be a repeat of that as 3 Belgian players over towards that B site. Nice nade, it's going to come in from C's, but it isn't going to find anyone for too much damage. Only, it doesn't actually do anything, so...
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Maybe not a nice nade.
Clipped the wall or something like that when it was thrown out. Yeah. I thought it was actually going to destroy David down there at long A, or long B, pardon me, but unfortunately not going to connect any of the damage. Doja, however, he's down to 36 in drop room, so he got naded up. and dropped relatively low. This time around, we don't see Twano on the AWP. We see it in the hands of UU. So revamping things here for the Belgian side as well. They don't want to give anything back to Russia at this point. But look at Seized. He's only got a CZ, but he is pushing up very aggressively here on B. 2 players at drop zone. Nobody's actually at long B. They're poised to go for a mid-A split. We'll see what ends up happening into this round, because it is going to be 1 player lurked out in towards the drop room. That's David P. The rest of them are geared up to go towards A, and you can see the rotation from the CTs. They're reading this correctly. And Doja, all he has to do is be patient. This player is going to make his way around, but Seized, again, with this fast flank towards that A bomb site. Existence opens up. Hooch is going to be able to find him. A bullet to the torso, and he's going to go down and Scream. Well, he finds the upper and whirled it. It's all down to Flamey and Scream. Again, there's another crisp headshot, as you like to say. Cheeky, mate. Cheeky.
Yep, cheeky, mate. Yeah, Scream keeping that headshot percentage nice and high, and while UU comes in, showing he can also get a headshot even though he's using the AWP as he finds one on his C. So it's going to go 3-6. Currently, Belgium supporting that 3-round lead. And, I mean, so far it's looking fairly convincing. They've definitely been the more dominant team. They've definitely been in control of the pacing and, you know, keeping that momentum in good use. It definitely feels like Russia being the ones having to adapt to what Belgium are doing and not the other way around. So, no, you know, no crazy strategic stuff coming out here from Russia. We're going to be seeing 4 players now playing over towards that B site. It's going to be an eco round, so Belgium, they should be able to take this to 3-7 if all goes to plan. All you've really got is that Deagle on Flamey, P250 on World Edit as well. So first time we're actually going to see him pick up an upgraded pistol as well. And,
yeah, no Zeus. I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, no, I figured we'd maybe see like a Zeus only game from him, but sadly, I mean, it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, for what you can do with it,
could be even. Yeah, no.
It's such a good investment, because it's what, $200. You can drop
take down a fully bought player.
Yeah. This time, though, no joy for Seized. He's not going to get any forward positioning this time around. He tries to push up on broken wall at B. Gets caught in Twano in mid. He's going to be able to find Hooch. So, looking good for Belgium to start off this round. And again, Twano, he's going to get pushed on and finds the third. Why not? Parting gift for him. It's all down to Flamey with the Desert Eagle. He did some crazy stuff with this in the last save round for the Russian side, but unfortunately this time around it doesn't look like he's going to get much of an opportunity at anything, and he'll get nothing out of that. Hardly any damage either. Twano does get tagged down to 87, but aside from that, not going to be finding much of the fruits of their labor in Belgium. Up to 7 rounds now on the T side, looking pretty good. And this was actually, the analysts were saying that this map probably favors the Russian side, but Belgium looking pretty strong so far on the T side. And you can see the existence, the Belgian mastermind going to work right now, and doing pretty solid work with that as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, right now Belgium, they are very, very clearly you know, ahead, not just in terms of literal rounds, but I mean, like, in terms of their economy and just the overall pacing of the game. They're very much in control, and comfortably at that. Looking at this, Bomb's gonna be heading down over towards long. Screams there. He's the designated bomb carrier for today. UU's gonna go to peek out. Flash does come in, and well, there's 2 players here in the form of Flamey and Well, they try and hold this off. Well, then it's gonna get Molotov down at 87 HP. Not gonna be the most amount of damage done onto a player so far, but still damage nonetheless. Now pushed out over towards that B site. I believe that's going to be David P. He's in a very, very good location here, just to be in the back line of Russia, be that thorn in their sides, create a lot of problems for them. His positioning there is not going to go unnoticed, as he is going to get taken down by Doja. So now it's going to go 4 versus 5. Doja manages to get an AK for his troubles, and the rest of the Belgian team actually going to be executing down over towards that A site. You've got Existence still left over towards B, trying to be that lurk role. Also IGLing, so you know,
they have nobody to clear out Flamey from stables either, so this is going to be a little bit dangerous. They've got Scream up so far with the bomb right now. He's in such a compromising position. If he dies here, oh, they spotted him. He dies. He loses bomb. That's a really bad situation now for the Belgian side. They do have Existence coming around from the backlines, who is going to be able to find the bomb here eventually, and he finds a second kill, but again, that bomb being down, and they have no chance of recovering that. Russia will steal away an eco round and be able to get their 4th on the board, but I'm not sure I like that positioning from Scream. Now, obviously, he's the pro and I'm not, but him being so forward towards that murder hole, I mean, with the gaps in that, you can spot out players, and he had no idea that there was a player over there by the heaven side who just clears him out, drops the bomb, and that's such a tough spot for them to get back in and try to get the bomb later on in that round. So A little bit of a mistake there from the Belgian side. They are going to formulate another full buy, and they're going to go quickly towards this B bomb site. You can see already David P leading the charge. Molotov comes out, but it's immediately extinguished by a teammate's smoke grenade, so no extra joy. There's a small, tiny little gap here for the Russian side C's to pick through towards that B platform, but it is going to be a double-up setup. And again, World Edit 1, 1, and 10. Not having a good match.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely not. You'd expect a lot more out of World Edit, and I do feel like Russia, they need him to start showing up a little bit. I mean, you have a name like World Edit on your team, you expect him to be posting a fairly competent scoreline, especially on a map like Cobble, which I would say favors the AWP quite substantially on the CT side, especially. And so the fact he's coming in, you know, with that 1-1-10 scoreline, really not where you want to be. And obviously, that could be one reason as to why Russia potentially are struggling a little bit here. Existence is going to flash in the drop as he finds one on a Doja. That's going to start things off and just open up that B area. Seas comes in with a trade, though, and he blinds it into a 4-on-4. He's going to get peeked by Scream. He's going to try and pick up this return frag, but Twano comes out. Does manage to get one. Scream out on the site now. Finds one on a Hooch as well. And then Twano makes it 2 with the AWP. He's going ham right now, and well, it's all going to fall in a World Edit 1 versus 4, and I mean, World Edit's found it hard enough trying to kill one player, so I don't know how he's going to feel about killing 4 here, as he does find himself in a very, very difficult situation. Of course, he's just going to opt to fall away, try to save that AWP, take it into the next round. He's got the kit and armor as well, so it's a fairly sound bit of a kit he's going to be saving here if he can manage to do so, but of course, Belgium, they're probably going to go hunting for him a little bit. I mean, their money isn't that great. You've only got one player who's really got above 2 grand, so I mean, I doubt they're going to commit too much into this. As long as they've got players there to trade, they might be able to find him. And I suppose the economic damage they can do on a Russia is going to be more substantial. But I mean, still, you don't want to be leaving yourself in a situation where you open yourself up to lose an eco only to get forced onto an eco kind of situation. So it's going to go 4-8 in Belgium. They're in the lead very, very convincingly here. I mean, 4 rounds now between these two teams. The gap just seems to be ever widening. And Russia, they're really struggling to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, Russia has yet to string 2 rounds in a row together. They're in a really rough spot right now, and they really need to start capitalizing on this. But again, this is going to be a force out here from the Russian side. You can see they're going to buy down. They've got decent utility behind this, and that's the big thing. But think about this. The last couple of rounds that Belgium have been executing, aside from the last one, have come towards that A-bomb site, and World Edit has been neutralized every single time. Hasn't been able to do anything, and he's got to be that anchor on that A-bomb site to shut things down with that up. And he is just not performing at all. Now, granted, Belgium did lose the round before last over at that A-bomb site, but again, I mean, just a really rough spot for him to be in. And I said, I talked earlier, David being 8-2, he's 11-5 now, but it's Twano sitting on Leap, 13-3-7. Doing some serious work now with that AWP, and they're going to leave it in his hands. They've been tossing it between him and UU. And when we saw Belgium play 2 days ago, that seemed to be the AWP combo that they had. The double AWP setup was pretty strong on their CT side as well, so expect those guys to be on the AWPs when they move over to the CT side. But Belgium will at least take 1 round of a lead in towards that second half so far, but they're looking to make that substantially more. They could eventually even 11-4 this half.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't say it's out the question. Push is going to be underway now as David P is going to go under the site. He manages to find one on a World Edit with only a Glock in hand. Sees they does get one in his Scream. World Edit finds one before he does get taken down. So it's going to go 3-on-4 as Seas comes in. And well, it's actually Flamey to pick up the double there. He's going to be looking for the hat-trick as well as Twano's going to be the last left. He finds one on Hoocher. He's going to be still going for it as Seas peeks out, and well, he's going to get taken down. It's going to go 5-8, and Russia, they get that critical 5 round on the board. So, I mean, they are slowly closing this gap, and if they can, if they can take every round like they did just then potentially they could stay in this longer. But I mean, I don't know if you saw what happened there with David, where he found that kill on a World Edit, but World Edit just clearly isn't feeling it right now. I mean, he got glocked. There was a full 20-round mag put into him from the Glock. Plenty of time to react to it. It was from behind. He didn't even realize what was going on. But anyway, it's going to be that rush play by the looks of things. Sorry, go on.
In his defense, I think it was a little bit of a mistake in the defense of that B-bomb site in the first place. But we'll hold that thought for the time being. Scream already out. Going to be able to find one. David P with the MAC-10. Trying to make something work. There's a lot of nade damage going out, but UU's going to be able to find C's, and the trade's going positively for the Belgian side and B. And again, they're pretty much locking out the CTs. You can see they've got the smokes out. The nade comes out. It's going to actually do a lot of damage onto UU. That was a flub nade, but it actually ends up being beneficial for him in the long run. But what I was saying was he was able to jump out, broke him on, and flank him on the stairs at B-plat. So it was actually a backstab with the Glock, which was a little bit unfortunate to see. But where was his help?
Yeah,
There was
true.
nobody playing statue, nobody playing chicken coops that could have saved his life in that situation. They just left him out to dry, and yeah, he does get glocked, but I mean, it's just one of those kind of situations where it's like, all right, well, there's 4 people rushing him. He does the best that he can because he only has an op, but you know, it is a little bit of a bummer. But we do see Belgium come back, strike back, find another round, and it's World Edit and Seas that drop again. World Edit 2 and 12, very uncharacteristic from this player. We've seen him take over matches. Just remember when he went absolutely ham sandwiches against Echo Fox at E-League and dropped, what was it? It was like 32 kills in the opening half on Train T side, which is a ludicrously difficult map to be able to actually find a lot of kills on, but he manages to get it done. This time around, extremely uncharacteristic from him.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's almost like he's just taking a little nap, trying to save his energy for the the latter stages of the competition. But I mean,
yeah, maybe he'll turn his monitor on for the second half.
Yeah, maybe he'll turn off inverted y-axis as well. Like, there's a lot of issues for him
don't
right
joke
now.
about that. I play with an inverted axis.
I know, yeah, you've said, you freak. But yeah, no, I mean, well, then it's actually be opting for the Famis now, trading out of his AWP roots, takes that down towards long A. He's going to be playing that fairly solo. Hooch does rotate in from that B site in order to give him a little bit more cover. You've still got Existence and David P over towards that B site, exerting the pressure, not allowing anyone to rotate off of it. But I mean, this push from Seeds could get them all the information they need as he's getting into a very, very dangerous spot here for Belgium. He's pushed all the way up down long. David does peek the angle. He's going to be hopping down, but Seeds is able to pick that one up. So now it's going to go to a 4-on-5, and they lose all that B presence. The call for A should be coming in shortly. 40 seconds left, and well, that push is going to be underway from Belgium now. They're slowly but surely making their way up onto the site. And, well did it. He's going to find one on his screen. Existence comes in with the trade frag on a flamey. Doja gets one. Well did it, coming in with 2. And now Tuano is going to be left in this 1 versus 3. Doja comes in from behind and is able to finish him off. It's going to go 6-9. 3 rounds between these two teams. And, I mean, a fairly unexpected first half from Belgium, I feel.
Yeah, I can agree with that a little bit. I mean, Tuano stepping up, Existence is up there, David P having a nice match, Scream. I mean, he was 9-9, but his ability to open up those bomb sites, getting those crispy headshots, really, really nice stuff from him. Adversely, on the other side, it's Seized 14-10, leading the way. That's pretty much the player to watch that the analyst has called out, and he's doing his work. Doja at 12-12, also pulling his weight. It's been 2 of the other players that have been a little bit lackluster, but it's Hooch to open up, finding 2. So Yu and David P already down. This B bomb site is going to be under contention, but it's Tuano to answer back. And now they've got to be careful because they've got the rotation on here from the CT side. They've got a player lurking up through A. That's going to be Doja, who, when we watched this team play, when we watched Rush to play on this map, the other...
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. He didn't even break the vent.
Yeah,
that shot
was
right between the hole. He did not even break the vent with that shot. And then Scream, of course, with the USP, gonna find some work. And now it's down to Seized 3v1. Does have the bomb, but in a tough situation. But that shot from Tuano, holy smokes.
That was,
like I said, didn't even break the vent.
That was some like Matrix level stuff just then. Like,
that was insanity.
The few centimeter gap that there is in that vent, the bullet just goes through perfectly and then is able to take down Doja. So, I mean, Jesus, I don't think anyone saw that coming. That's pretty mind-blowing, but it's going to go 6-10. Belgium, they managed to secure on that first round on the board. And while Yu's picking up a Mag 7, he's probably going to be playing the drop-down area or perhaps a broken wall, one or the other, I imagine. And they are going to be leaving David P to watch this mid area all by himself. And well, he's going to have a few enemies there to contend with. He's got the MP9 in hand, of course, the best weapon in the game, universally agreed by all professionals, including myself. And peeking out now, does get a good nade out. Isn't going to find much damage, and he's going to actually get tagged by the wall by World Edit there. The Deagle push is going to be away into drop down, and the Mag 7 not proving too fruitful here for Yu, Hooch is finally going to get taken down, but he does a lot of damage in return. Existence peeking down in the mid is able to find 1 as he takes down Seeds. It's going to go 3-on-5 here. Doja comes in, trying to equalize things out, but he's going to get taken down by Tuano, and well, it's all going to fall in a flame here. And while they're here, Flash goes in. David follows with the MP9 in hand, finds one on the World Edit. Now it's all going to be in a flamey here, 1 versus 3, Tech 9 in hand, and well, I mean, he's still a very dangerous player. He's got the armor, he's got a tech, and could potentially pick up a frag here. His Scream gets taken down in the blink of an eye, but doesn't account for Tuano being in from behind, and he does get traded out fairly nicely. That round could have been thrown away. And Toronto coming in with the trade when it was needed the most. It's going to go 6-11 now. 5 rounds between these two teams. And Belgium, they need to start to get a few rounds on the board. They need to start stringing them together. And they need to take a hit to Belgium's economy. So this round is going to be the eco. And the next rifle buy is probably going to be one of the most important rounds in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, if Russia end up losing this game, it's down to Twano in that pistol round. I mean, that was the momentum that Russia needed to steal back in order to start stringing rounds together. And unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. They're pushing up. David P at the bottom side of mid is going to be able to find one. They're already out by Stables. Again, this Mag 7 just not getting the kills, but just wreaking havoc with damage. They're going to be able to clean this one up. They don't lose a single player throughout the entire thing. Twano's going to find another one. It's almost a team ace. Existence getting greedy. Finds 2, but Twano up to 22 kills now. 16 for Existence, 14 for David. It's UU and Scream that are combined for 19. Those 2 players together don't even add up to Twano's scoreline right now, but that's kind of a scary thing. You can see, again, they're going to stay onto this, like, quasi-buy that they have going on the Belgian side. They know that they're up against the AKs going forward into this round, but it's not going to make much of a difference. You can see Scream getting boosted up here by Tree. The push getting kind of televised over here towards this B-bomb site. Little telegraph play. As you can see, they're going to pick up the bomb. It is over by the drop room. It is on the back of Hooch. So where are the Russians going to go? Where can they find a chink in the armor here from the Belgian side? Because this is extremely difficult for them to answer back from. It's now doubled up 12-6 for Belgium.
Yeah, I mean, there is such a huge deficit. They need to start stringing these rounds together. They need to let the economy play into things more. And well, with how it looks currently, Belgium, they don't want that to happen. We're going to be seeing the Mag 7 still up on UU, so potential to do a lot of good work here from Drop as he plays his close angle. Sees is going to be the one to challenge, and as the smoke does fade, so does the faint candle of life that is going to be belonging to one of these players here. See, he's going to get flashed. It doesn't work out. And UU does find one, and Donnie gets traded out by Flamey. Now it's going to go 4-4, but they have drop down control, and that's going to give them a lot of control over the rotations, as well as that extra pressure out into the B site. You have got a nice flank, though, coming in from David P with the MP9, and look at this positioning. He's pushing all the way up, and if they don't know he's there, then this could be a disaster for them. Scream up by Tree, does get one. He's going to be turning around, trying to turn his attention on Twano. David P comes in from behind, and in the blink of an eye, the 13th round is going to be on the board for Belgium. It's going to go 6-13. And they're just extending that lead ever further. Russia are going to be forced down onto an eco by the looks of things. You know, just forced by down to about $2,000. Can get behind that, and it's going to go 6-13. So, you know, they're in a very bad way now.
Yeah, a little bit scary here for Russia. I mean, they're going to be on a bit of a forced buy here. Tech-9s, Deagle, a little bit of armor to work with. But they're just going to run right past David P. He's just tucked away behind the smoke. Finds 2. Finally traded. Doja's going to find him, but they've got the bomb down over by Danger Zone, and that is going to allow them to at least rotate a couple more bodies over here towards this A-bomb site. You can actually see pushing down towards the bottom side of mid. This aggression from UU. And he's been on this Mag 7 almost the entire time. He tries to get cheeky on the smoke, gets caught out by World Edit, but in the meantime, Twano is going to be able to find one over at that B-bomb site. I believe that was Flamey that went down. So, no joy right now for the Russians. They're going to boost up here in the middle. World Edit does manage to find another one onto Existence, so they even things up into a 2-on-2, but Twano is on this A-bomb site. They've got the aggressive push here from Scream, and this is going to spell disaster. He's going to hear this coming, and World Edit down, and out comes the Mag 7 from Doja, and he can't get it done either. So, forward positioning from Scream. It's not headshots this time, but he does clean up the last 2, and that will be Belgium on tie point. Looking to go to match point, 14-6. As they're looking to put this one to bed, and a really nice showing from them on Cobblestone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think coming in for this long flank, and well, I don't know if David's going to be ready for this. I don't think he's expecting anyone to really be here. He's going to be taking the angle nice and slowly. He's going to get taken down, and now Bomb's going to go down over towards that A site. Scream and UU are going to be the last hope here for Belgium. Rotate is coming in. Scream's got that AWP in hand, and well, I'm curious to see if he can do anything with it. UU's still opting for the Mag 7. And, well, he's slowly making his way out. He's going to try and see what he can do with the Mag 7 in hand. Flamey does spot out Screaming. He isn't able to land that shot. He gets taken down, and it's all going to fall into UU. A Mag 7 and a Dream. And, well, he's pushing up. He manages to get the AWP, and he might just look to save that here. They've got plenty of money, so won't be too much of an issue. Even if he does get taken down, he's looking to do a little bit of damage. As Seized is going to be pushing him now. Backed up, of course, by Flamey. And, well, Flamey, MVP of that round for Belgium, taking down Seized at the end. Just to do a little bit more economic damage. And it's going to go 7-14, and we're only seeing a pause coming in. So do you know if that's a tactical or a technical pause?
Well, Russia just won a round, so I would say that it's a technical pause. I wouldn't say that it's tactical, but who knows? I mean, C's might have just called that to yell at Flamey for killing him at the end of that last round. Who knows? But really, I mean, that's just a small silver lining right there. They're going to buy down here on the terrace side. They're already on pause, so yeah, he's probably like, what the hell, man? Why'd you TK me, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing, Flamey?
That's probably all it was, man. I would...
That was actually a team ace in the last round from Russia, too. Everybody contributing equally. Flamey was the last one to get a kill for their squad, but they were able to make it happen. Or, pardon me, Seized... Well, yeah, technically Flamey was the last one to get a kill, but it was Seized that got the final kill for their team, and then Flamey gets the TK at the end. Existence trying to get cheeky in mid, though. He gets caught out down to 12 HP to start this off. Does have an AWP as well, so they're not going to have that in the hands of Twano or UU. UU back onto the Mag 7, playing here from drop zone, so I have to see how it ends up panning out. I mean, David has been doing some serious work over here towards this mid-connector, mid-corridor, A-long, so you can see how Russia is taking it super slow. I mean, he's played hyper-aggressive behind these smokes. He's going to do so again this time around. He actually pushes up onto the side of the smoke and gets caught. Does decent damage, but not able to find the kill, and Doja opens things up. Not really sure I agree with that play from David, dropping a smoke and then pushing his own smoke.
Nah, it was a bit weird. He got caught out as well, just hanging out at the side of it, which is in the worst place, because he couldn't even see them. But they could see all they needed to of him, so he does get taken down. As there's Existence in towards mid, that's going to open up the A site substantially, and now it just looks so ripe for the taking here. Russia, they're going to be moving on in. Smokes out to clear the site. Scream does find one on the Doja. Is going to get traded out by C's there, though. Fairly critical moment in this round, as they're going to lose a lot of that presence over towards A. UU comes in with two, though. And well, he's still got that Mag 7 in hand. Can it pay off for him now? Is it's going to be Hooch versus UU? And can he do it with the Mag 7? 1 versus 1. And oh, there's no issues here. The Mag 7 pulling through at the end. And it's going to go 7-15. Belgium, you're so close. You can literally smell the arid scent of victory right now. Oh, it smells very, very pungent. And, well, Russia, they're going to be forced onto an eco here. They've got a good bit of utility across the board. And the Deagle up on Flamey, so potential for them to take this round, but who knows? I mean, Belgium, if they keep playing like we've seen them play, this shouldn't be an issue for them. As Russia, they commit most of their players over here towards B. They've left behind Seized in top mid to try and watch for any sort of aggressive play. But other than that, everyone else is down here towards this B site.
Yeah, that last round, I mean, UU, he got 2 USP kills and a Mag 7 kill. That should never happen. This time around, though, it's going to be Twano opening things up. Flamey is going to go down, and again, the answer comes back. It's Doja with the CZ. He's been very strong with this gun throughout the matchup, and there's a second one for him. Existence gets traded out. Scream, though, with the USP, tapping away. Doja down. So a man advantage swung back, but it's C's trying to infiltrate this corridor, but David, he's not fooling nobody. David is going to be over there. That's another kill for him. He's going to peek out towards the bottom side of mid. It's all down to World Edit, tapping away with that Tech 9. Going to be able to find one. Scream on the rotate, though. This is a dangerous man to have over in this area. Flashbang comes out over the top. He's not ready for Scream to be in that position, and it will go to Belgium, 16-7. So a much stronger showing from the Belgian side than we necessarily expected, Harry.